One, two, three, you. Hello YouTube, this is Bogra here with some timber and stone. So as you see, I have made the roads. We get this playing. So we're red on something, which is weapons. I'm glad that little thing pops red because a lot of times I wouldn't pay attention to it. So we want to find weapons here. We got weapons rack, pretty simple to make. We'll just forget it. We'll put it right there. All of these are eventually going to be changed to something else. Alright, so the other thing we have, or we should have, yeah, wheat seeds. We have wheat seeds, so we're going to start a wheat farm. We start getting wheat seeds, and we're going to make it the same size as this one, so a 5x5. Alright, there to start hoeing that. These two here are coming along. I'm going to go ahead and put in fast forward just because I hate playing it slowly. I really don't. We got the seeds from this guy. When he harvests his wheat, he gets a chance to get seeds out of it. So you never should buy wheat seeds. However, what we'll do, since we are going to have the trader coming through, is we're going to set some of this stuff to buy. Excuse me. It's just ate not too long ago. But we're going to set all those seeds to buy, except for the turnip. Let's see, the wheat. Turnip and the flats, yeah. So, boom. And then wheat seeds, we're going to set to buy. We're going to track them. Alright, so we got them to buy. Let's make sure we got these set to sell. So we got everybody equipped with a club. What about our timber? Sell. We're also going to start keeping... How much stone do we have? Let's look how much stone we have, guys. It's 782. Yeah, we're going to keep 40. We're not going to sell that, though. Just because I don't have a whole lot to mine right now. So, as I told you, we're not really going to mine anymore there. Or except for one thing. Oh, one thing, two neat things. One neat thing that I was showed. Actually, two. First of all, if you hold Q, you can see what level it takes to mine this stuff. It tells you what it is. It also, as you see, tells her level and what level this is. So, if you look at this, level 3. Well, he can mine it, and he can mine it. Level 4, we need level 5 for coal. So, we are going to have them mine this out. And then I want to keep them mining, because I want to keep their levels going up. So we're going to mine this out. Oh, wait. Alright, so if you hold Shift, Control, and Alt at the same time, you cancel something. So that's how you cancel roads. Mining, you may have put down that you don't want stuff like this. So we're basically going to just have them bouncing around the map doing different mining chores. So this is a town of Outcastia. I didn't really go over what I named it. It's named Outcastia. And these guys are outcasts from their land. And the ox pulled the wagon here, and then it died, which is why we don't see ox here, because this land doesn't have ox. The homeland did. They should have brought a spare one, I guess. They should have Frankensteined it and made a new one. Really, they should have. They should have, but they didn't. That's okay. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about kind of my plans for how the settlement is going to go. So when you look at timber and stone, you get 4 basic kind of settlements you can make, and you can, a lot of variety within these, depending on your individual creativity and all, but it boils down to 4. The first being a village. When I say village, we're talking about no walls. You'll probably keep it down to, a handful of structures, and that's it. Not advisable, because without walls are the best defensive mechanism in this game, hands down, because they funnel. They funnel the enemies into one area. So you really need to keep the walls up, and we are on 0 food. That's not good, guys. That's really not good. Okay, so Well, who's he? Okay, you are now a forager. So that miner is now going to be a forager. Yeah, he's a forager. I just noticed we got down to 0 food. And he's not going to harvest any wheat. I just noticed that. That's not good. So how are they looking? Oh god, level 3, level 3. Their levels going up. All right, so we're going to run 2 foragers, 2 farmers to start out with. It means our mining's going to be a lot slower. But on the other hand, if he's mining everything, then he should be able to get up pretty quickly. Alright, but as I was saying, walls are one of the best defense, so village we're not going to go for. Then you got like a stronghold, which is normally people are building a mountain terrain and you take on top of a peak, kind of chop the top off, put an outpost up there and just build it into a stronghold. Oh, run out of wood stuff. I didn't pick a mountain terrain. Like we could do it here, but I don't know. Just feels really cramped when you do it. So we're not gonna go for that. Where's our wood? Raw wood pile. Alright, so we put the last wood pile out there. We're gonna stick this one, yeah, right here. So we're not gonna, you can go for a castle. That's another thing, kinda, you put a courtyard in front of it for your farms and all, and that's one option. Not gonna go for a light castle. What I want to go for is most likely a town. So we have the walls, we have the town, and to be honest, in this game, guys, if you look at purely from just a game playing perspective, there actually is not a whole lot of reason. There actually is not a whole lot of reason to actually build any kind of farms whatsoever. Or not farms, I mean, goddamn. To build any kind of structures whatsoever. Other than your walls, because none of this stuff needs being structured. You can make beds that you can put right out here. So when it comes down to it, there's actually really no reason for structures other than that you like how they look. Now we are gonna do structures because I do like how they look. Oh, leather. Huh. See, I don't like the fact we don't get much leather, and I don't really want to use that for leather. Well, yeah, I was saying, other than that, there's not any reason to use. So we are going to have quite a few different kinds of, alright, 25 food's getting up. We are going to have structures because I like structures. I like having them because I think it's realistic. So we'll probably have like a governor's house, which would be a nicer house. We'll have like a military outpost center. I don't know how the rest of it. We may do like a guild-based thing where we have like sort of the professions, the industrial guild, like carpenter, tailor, blacksmith, stonemason, then have like kind of a harvesting guild that has a farmer and the wood chopper, the miners. I don't know where the builders fit. They may be their own guild. And then we could like have beds above the buildings for like the primary people to sleep in, and kind of have like some kind of bunk major place for, like our miners and builders to sleep. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that, but we'll figure it out. So I mean, the main reason we're running a food problems right now, guys, is because we only have one food crop. So they're working non-food crops more than food crops, but hopefully we can kind of get that solved with the other forager, and he can hold us over. Like I said in the beginning, guys are really slow, but they will get faster. How close are they to leveling? Let me see. Where does it show? And that dude's an overeater. I hate having overeaters in my settlement. You know what? I want you to go over and work that. No. But we get there. So with 2 foragers, our food situation should be good. It's just it's really gonna take away from some of the mining. But that's okay, Because I'm going to continue to mine. So yeah, this is this. So this and this place are kind of going to mine because it's away from sort of the city. Because I don't want to kind of mine under me. Oh yeah, other thing, like when you're mining, if you hit up or down, you can go up or down levels, which is very handy because you don't want to just do things quickly. You don't want to have to choose the levels like over and over again and stuff like that. So we're just gonna have him mine out that. Like I said, for him, the main thing is getting his level up so that he can mine the tougher ores. So that's the main reason right now. We're going to keep him mining, and we're going to object storage, masonry. So we're going to put a masonry stockpile over here because we're going to mine down this a good bit, and that'll keep him having to walk all the way over here because that's you know, kind of annoying. All right, so let's harvest some food. Are we getting any seeds yet? How many seeds do they have on them? 17 flats, 2 fiber. What about you? 3, only 3 turnip seeds? God. It seems like they're getting a lot less turnip seeds than the others. Oh no, in the beginning we may actually resort to buying food. We may. I hope it doesn't get to that point, but it may. So we are, well, the only reason we got, oh wait a second. Yeah, reseed. That's the other thing. Make sure these are selected on. Good thing is when you move your farms, you can unselect these and basically just wait for them to, what? Where? So did I not get turnip seeds back? This could be really, really bad. Because it looks like I did not get any turnip seeds back. It does. And that could be really bad. Okay, so we've got our first enemy spotted. Now he's not going to be too good at combat, so let's play this slowly. So, 2 wolves. So what you want to really do in the beginning, guys, is your whole town should be going at enemies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him back here. I'm going to bring him back here. And we'll fast forward it. Now, our farmers are not going to get in on this. Okay, there's her. Alright, let's see how this works, guys. Alright, so luckily, the other wolf kind of left. Ah! Alright, sorry for being silent, guys, but I'm really trying to make sure that this doesn't like blow up in my face. So this is one of the reasons why it sucks not to have some kind of management system. With the management system, if I could group my people together, you know, at this point, I could have like everybody grouped into some kind of militia. And then, you know, I could take and whenever there's an enemy, I could like, you know, say, hey, everybody, attack this enemy, go over here. But as it is, instead, all I can really do is like grab them one at a time. Alright, there we go. Oh, merchant. So we have our first merchant coming. So let's figure out who our trader's gonna be. What was the trader? So level 3, so it's gonna be our miner. Alright. Oh, excuse me guys, sorry about that. So we're gonna switch him over to trader. The good thing is he should be able to, he's got a level up. So can we, I wanna know which way he's coming from. Oh yeah, I gotta loot dead. Don't forget to loot your dead. So to loot dead, you just click on them. You can dispose or gather. So why would you want to dispose of the corpse when you can gather stuff? Well, if you have something like skeletons, you may not want a million freaking bones. So that may be one of them cases where you just gather it. Okay, so our food stocks are getting back up, but only because we have 2 freaking foragers. So we got 1 turnip growing. I hope they replanted those turnips and they just hadn't grown yet. So if we click on this guy, and there he is. Now eventually I'm going to make these rows nicer. Does he have any stats for it? No, I see it was just blink stat. Alright, so you see 2 for 1. So I'm not getting a whole lot out of it. But he is getting levels. This is going to get him levels in his trading skill, or her levels in her trading skill. And the better they get at trading, the more they're able to get out of the trades with giving up less. And that's basically what we're looking for. That's basically what we want to do. So con seeds. This is our first seed they're going to give us. We're going to accept it. I would have really got a food seed, to be honest. Corn, we're going to accept that. We did get a food seed. So I'm not really worried about the number of seeds they give me. Even if it's just 1, I don't care, because I can turn that 1 into more. Oh, was I? Oh no, I want to sell it. So I also want to track this and this. So we got 2 seeds out of that, guys. That is not bad. Oh yeah. Let's just want to clear those off. So we're going to do a couple more farms. Okay, so you planted them turnips. Alright, our turnip is getting it. So we're going to do some corn. And we're going to do some con. The other thing I want to look at, which I was going to do before I got so rudely interrupted, is how much flats do we got now? So we only have 5 flax fiber. Well, that sucks. Alright, so we got 5 animal hide. 5 animal hide. So one of the things I want to make in the armor is going to be leather boots. They take 4 leather. 4 leather, which is rather expensive right now, guys. Well, let's look at something. Leather, we've got 2 leather. We got 5 animal hides. 5 hides. So we're going to go ahead and make a couple beds. If we're going to have furniture, Straw bed, 1 and 8. We're gonna make these crappy straw beds because our people need somewhere to sleep. We're actually just gonna put one there. Now, when you're placing stuff down, if you hold click, then it'll let you do it like that. If you just regular click, it'll take off of it. So we're gonna get her, and we want her back to her mining duties. Was he a miner? What was he? So who's our other forager? Right? Yeah. The other thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with him. Since we actually do have a haul now. No, we're not. Oh yeah, there we go. Wait and haul while idle. I'm having wait and haul, and the reason for this is just so that one reason, as you saw, we had an attack a while ago, and what I want to be able to do is to basically if somebody comes to attack me, do we have 3 foragers now? Is if somebody comes to, yes we do. You weren't supposed to. What were you? Stonemason? No. Yeah. Yeah, you're a stonemason. So our stonemason is our trader. Well, that kind of sucks at first. And as you see, we're getting up seeds. It is very profitable selling seeds. So this wheat, we will be able to sell them and get some money off of that. Also looks like we actually have extra flaxseed. That's good. We're not gonna have extra corn and turnip seed for a while. Our food is picking up to 118. Our miner has got better, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna flatten out this land. Just because we can. Almost up to the road, but not quite. Like I said, right now it's mainly about getting our guy up some levels. So in the beginning, you're going to do a lot of babysitting like this to keep your people alive. And I mean, you really can't help it, you know, one-on-one. If one of these guys takes on like a wolf, they may be able to survive it. Like, Seeker probably survive it, but if you start doing that, what you basically start getting. Oh, which way is that? There's some. Oh, what you basically get is you start getting people that are really like kind of. You basically get people who get really low in health, and then you'll be like, oh, I can't do him. You should do it one at a time. You're just traveling through your inventory of people until eventually you just like, I don't know, you freaking kill people. Why did I do that? Alright, what are we looking like for levels here, guys? 4. Alright, so they, oh, almost level 5. What about you? Oh, you're a little farther from it. So, you see, these guys they start at level 1. Both of these guys start at level 1. They're both already level 4, and he's about to be level 5. So that, I mean, you see that quick learner attribute really helps. Really helps. Now, I don't know if I'm going to record everything of this game on camera, guys, because one of the things it is going to get to a point where it's going to be, at some points, me just sitting around and letting things run. Alright, just sitting around and letting things run. So guys, chime in. Let me know kind of what you think, how you would like to see things kind of play out and all, and then from there, I'll kind of decide. I'll decide how it should be. What did he get? Fur and hide. So we are gonna have to set up a tailor here soon. Because if we're gonna get this many wolf spawns, then I'm definitely gonna want to start turning into some leather. Definitely, 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 definitely. That's gonna be a key thing. All right, my timer's about to go off. I'm gonna stop it before it does. But guys, yeah, that's timber and stone. We got our first merchant. Our food stocks are building up, so hopefully soon we'll get another settler. If you want to be a part of Summit, you want to be named in the Summit, guys, then just leave a comment below in this video or any videos after this, and let me know, and I'll start a list, and I'll start naming people. You can tell me what you want to be named, but when it comes down to it, when I get a new settler, I'm gonna pick Niche on the list. But if you want a certain thing, and I'm like kind of torn between which two I want to do, and you're like, I'm torn between, do I want another blacksmith or do I want another infantry guy? And there's somebody like, hey, I want to be a blacksmith, and it's probably tip scared and be like, all right, I'll make him a blacksmith. So it will influence things to that degree, but if I need, a freaking blacksmith, the infantry guy, whatever, then you may just get that, or I may skip over a name and give you two chances to kind of get the person you want to be. All right, but thanks for watching. Like I said, yeah, leave some comments. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you have any ideas for things you'd like to see, and it's especially about, do you guys want to see me do every minute of this, or do you want me to do some skipping, a bit more jump editing and stuff? I can do that. Just let me know, and I'll look at what the comments are, and based on that, I'll kind of decide how to do things. All right. So have a good day, and